Um, y'all may be thinking, what happened to this morning? It's dark in my house. There's only just my light. Yeah, I was not kidding about me being busy. Woke up, realized I had to leave my house right away. So, and I am very behind on posting stuff, as you can see. So, this is like, this video and the last video might be like back to back to each other. But good news, it's only 10 o'clock. It's the end of the day now, but yeah, we have this lovely braid to start working on. So I'm gonna start prepping it while I'm talking to you guys. So like I mentioned, we finished this bobbin. It looks so pretty. I have a perfect yarn that I can blend these two with. I need to grab. I have this one. Ooh, low-key, these kind of eat together. Wait. I need to double ply this first before I do this. Because this is about 328 yards. But low-key, these both kind of eat together probably. They probably will once I actually start working on it. But yeah, I'm going to prep this yarn real quick. We're going to start from this part of the... We're going to start from this part of the braid. We're going to do a little bit of playing around, so... This definitely feels way different than the last one. Like, the material feels very... I don't know what's the word I want to say. Yes, I'm going to do this. So we're kind of going to do this thing. So when I start finishing the green, it's going to turn back into pink. So yeah, I'm going to start messing around a little bit. Make sure other fibers is not, I have a pile of just fiber that is left over from the thing. I don't know, do I want to start with pink or do I want to start with green? I'm going to start with pink, so turn this on. I don't know if we're blinking. Hold on. I'm going to regret this. We're going to... Okay, we are. So I'm going to pull this a little bit. We're going to see how I get used to this, so... We're going to see. And I also just cut my nails just now, so that probably does not help whatsoever, so... That probably does not help whatsoever, so... It's a little bit more grippy, at least. Actually, I don't think I used Tarji before, so this will be interesting. Yeah, this feels definitely grippier. Hold on, where are we at? Is it... Dang. We're like lace weight right now, so... Okay, honestly, I am... I'm gonna say what my little drama I'm watching right now. I'm watching, people talk about the Meta AI glasses, the Kylie Jenner collab. God, don't even get me started on that. But, yeah, I'm going to switch up my YouTube because we're gonna see what... I have not been on YouTube all day. I have not done any marketing prep all day. I have done nothing. Like, I think the only thing I might have did today that was actually exercise workable was roller skating, which I had fun with my friends, so I finally got to that. Ooh!
Over the years, I have done a bunch much of spinning here on the channel. I started out with spindle spinning, and later I got myself an antique spinning wheel. And I've been here for my spinning.
Yay! Oops. No, not trying to make a joke. I don't think I said her name right, but yay! She got a new. Shaye is. She got a new spinning wheel, so I like watching her stuff. But yeah, Kayla did post something, so we're gonna watch it while we spin.
Oh my gosh, yeah, sci-fi horror is probably one of my favorites. It's right up there with campy horror for me. So I have a lot that are at least 4 stars and up, and that's kind of my category. Like anything in that range, it can make it into my 100-night countdown. I've been doing it for so many years. I figured this is the year I can shake things up. Not a ton, but I can take some of the movies that I watched every single year, back to back to back. It never changes. It's always on my list. I can take some of those out and add some new ones. And one of them that didn't make it was Killer Clowns from Outer Space. When you think of 80s horror, Killer Clowns is kind of right up there. A sinister, three-ring surface of sneaky gore. Tons of practical effects in here. As soon as we start getting a little bit closer to October, it is everywhere. From merch to gore. I feel like it's a combination of this movie was so campy and the colors. Blue, pink, green, and certain sections of underspin heather. It's still going to be totally different. It has its own personality, its own characteristics. You can just sit up on my mantle as decor. And then grab the DVD next to it. That's perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna grab my spinning wheel, set that all up first, then I'm gonna start going. This is gonna be an interesting spin because my consistency is set now. I mean, I have to match this first thing with yarn as much as I possibly can. But every time, once I pull this out, it just wants to come unravel. I wish that it would. This particular braid came from here for me, but I had to look at it. I like a couple of parts. Otherwise, it's too much for me. It's overwhelming. I want to stick at stuff, you know? So everything is set up. I'm just gonna get into the movie and start the spin, and I will check back with you after the movie's done. I didn't even set my timer this time around. And my shoulders, I'm not saying they're sore. They don't hurt when I start, but I can feel them, if that makes sense. I normally set every 20 minutes, and I noticed at about 45 minutes into the movie that I hadn't set my timer. So really, I did like 2 rounds of stretching in between there, moving and everything. So I'm gonna have to go do a little bit of walking around and stuff after this. But the spin went really well. I don't know consistency-wise how well it's gonna match up with the other one, but it's fine because we'll do that. And I was gonna play around with the color too, trying to lay some of the pink with the black and the gray on top of each other so they kind of like crisscross on each other. And this is about, how much should I get finished? I'd say 2/3 of the braid is gone. This is not gonna take me that long at all to spin up. Maybe another half of a movie and I'll be done, but I need to move around a little bit. I can't even work on that. I thought I was gonna want more spin time, but yeah, it turns out an hour and a half is enough today. So I'm gonna listen to my body. I'm gonna stop here. I'm just gonna leave this one sitting out to cook. It's so freaking pretty. And I'm just really happy with how this turns out. I'm sure I'm gonna say that about every spin. There's gonna be something that I really like about that one. And then once this is completely spun up, I'm gonna finish this up tomorrow. Then we'll set everything. I'm sure I'll love that hank even more than I love this one. That's just the way that things go. This pullover is gonna be amazing. Dare I say killer. Okay, so that is officially it for me today. Thanks again for hanging out with me here in the Yarn Dungeon, having a little spooky spin, and bonus, a Fiber Fright Nights with me. How about you?
My spinning adventures before, you know I like to describe my wheel as moody, and my biggest dream has been to get a modern spinning wheel. Well, shooting here. Hello besties and welcome to another video on my channel. I am so excited, I'm about to explode over here. We'll open the box in just a second. I will first go over what my plan for the day is. In the shelf behind me, that one specific, I have some little surprise supplies. It's almost like it's very independent in this case. There's more in it. But anyway, let me get the wall. We are finally going to finish my mini spin, aka a spinning puzzle inspired by one of my favourite My Little Ponies, Lindsay and learn a creative skill or pick up a new hobby, or even reconnect with hobbies you've had a lost touch with, like I did today. If you are looking to reconnect with your creativity, Skillshare is where humans come to learn from other humans. The first 500 people is the link in the description, or scan the QR code on the screen right now. We'll receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Now let's actually get to the spin wheel and spin the potential yarn. Okay, so let's open this box. I can't believe the wheel is... So beautiful, kind of looking like a gothic window, and oh, I am so happy. So I want to take a moment to say a very big and heartfelt thank you to everyone who contributed to the spinning wheel fun. You are all amazing, and I am so grateful for the help. Literally, I couldn't have done this without you, at least not this soon. So thank you all so much. As you can see, everybody's name who contributed is rolling across the screen right now, and if you donated anonymously, you know who you are, and I love you just as much. Assembled and ready to go, and so I am going to start with my first loop of today. This pink and beige Cormo I dyed up earlier in the year. I will be dividing this into 2 equal parts, and then I'll just try and spin a balanced 2-ply yarn just to practice the new wheel and get into the rhythm of using it, since I've only spun on a limited before. Stuff like ratio is completely new to me, so I'll also try and figure that one out here. For this one I spun on an 8-to-1 ratio, which is the next to largest one, and it's a slower speed, which in turn means it allows for quicker yarn. Me being me though, I manage to spin kind of synced regardless. I default to this, so it's something I'm planning to work on with this wheel. I want to also spin cozy, loose and thick yarns, so I'll practice a lot. But for now, like I said, I want to get used to the wheel and get confident, so I am doing what I'm the most comfortable doing. So I will be changing bobbins. This wheel came with 3 bobbins, so this is already such a thing. My auntie has 1 bobbin, and then I've kind of hacked it by using a 14 clip on the spindle to put a shorter bobbin on there. Here I can just keep going. And on we go. After not long at all, we have a second finished ply, and now it is time to ply the plies. The wheel has a built-in lazy gauge, but I learned at the spinning workshop I took earlier this year that spinning directly from the wheel's lazy gauge might affect your twist, and in turn the end result of your yarn. So if you're using it, the tip is to first lovely teaspoon. 2 weeks ago, I got some Fleece like that and some topped off based on my favourite Generation Root Code 90. Then I made a second scale of slightly different pattern yarn in the same colours last year. I had 50 rounds left of each of the colours, but wasn't quite sure what to do with them. Well, I have now decided I'm going to make 2 scales, 1 mint and 1 pink, and we are going to make boucle. I've done this once before in my antique, and that was a pain because you get getting stuck on the hooks and the orifice, and it was kind of a nightmare. So I want to see if this is going to be annoying as well. The first step to boucle yarn is split a single. It's slightly more twist than you normally would use. This extra twist is important for the next 2 steps. I'm doing an 8-to-1 ratio again for this, but I'm spinning the Z direction, aka clockwise. After the single is finished, it is time for the first round of flying. You can do this with a hand spun cord, but I will be using sewing thread for mine. But what do I mean by cord? Well, this thread will be applied with a single, and the thread goes straight in like the core of the yarn, and I am bringing in the single at a 90-degree angle onto the core. Then I have bunched the single up every now and then to create little beehive-looking blobs of yarn on the core. For this to work, the core thread has to have some slip to it, which is why sewing thread works really, really well. I do this all the way from end to end of this yarn, and I do this on the same ratio and in the S, aka counterclockwise direction. Now our yarn is looking curly and fluffy, and it is time to try it a second time. I use sewing thread for this step as well. And now I'll be on the slowest whirl, aka the 6-to-1 ratio, and I'll spin in the Z direction, aka clockwise again. This time I will be flying at about a 45-degree angle.
Alright everyone, I think this might be a good start on this amount because we have this amount of the section left and then we have this much left. So I actually am liking how this is coming out. So I'm excited for tomorrow morning. It's probably already 12 now, so literally whatever time I get up in the morning. But yeah, so I'm gonna probably get ready to go to bed, and then yeah, so I will see you guys in the morning, or I will see you guys in the next video. So I will see y'all tomorrow, and good night.